Hi, my name is Nicole Hosang. My name is Nicole Hosang. Some of you know me personally, some of you don't. Some would maybe consider me as a self-proclaimed public figure, so to speak, if we want to put it that way. However, I just want to say that I'm a Jamaican woman that's very passionate about protecting young people and looking out for the well-being of young people. I consider myself to just be somebody who is honest about how I feel all the time, and to be honest to everybody around me about how I feel all the time. Sometimes I tend to observe a lot. I'm always observing, and when I observe human beings and our nature, I notice that we tend to always want to make our lives seem as if everything is okay and we're all right, and we're not worried about anything, or we don't struggle with anything. However, based on my observation, we all are struggling with something, and it doesn't matter who we are, whether we're a doctor or a nurse or a regular person, doesn't matter who we are or what we have in life. I believe that we all struggle with something as human beings. I consider myself to be a spiritual person. I think I spend, you know, most of my life focusing on the spiritual rather than the physical. However, it's very important for us to create a balance. My reason for talking to you guys tonight, however, is to just touch a topic that is very dear to my heart, and it has to be to do with mental health. And when one talks about mental health, especially in third world countries, they start to think crazy. However, it is not necessarily so, or so at all, probably. But based on what we have to deal with in our everyday lives, all of us, it doesn't matter whether we're rich, poor, educated, uneducated, homeless, living at home, married, unmarried, it really doesn't matter what situation we are or who we are or what we have. We all have that one thing or those few things that we do struggle with. And I want to touch the topic of anxiety and depression a bit. I am someone who have struggled with anxiety disorder for since I was pretty young. I would say maybe about 19, 20 years old, I discovered that. Didn't really know what it was, until the doctor said, this is what's going on. I was an introvert somewhat. Not somewhat, I was an introvert. I like to observe. I spent a lot of time within myself, talking to myself, and just spend a lot of time within myself, not too extroverted. So if I did have an issue or a problem, or I did struggle with something, I would keep it to myself. I would just self absorb. Not to mention the fact that I have very strong faith in God. So I would believe that I don't really have to talk to anybody. I can talk to my God, or I can talk to myself, and I'll be pretty much okay. However, as I grow older and got more mature, I learned that it's very important and healthy for us to talk to people around us about how we feel. If you can't find anybody around you that you feel comfortable with or you trust to talk to about how you're feeling, seek that person out, seek professional help. Just try to find somebody that you feel comfortable with, someone that you can trust, and talk about what you're going through, whether it's depression, anxiety disorder, whatever it is that you're struggling with. Find somebody to talk to about it, let it out. um, Anxiety disorder mean a lot to me because it's something that nobody really understands, unless they have gone through it themselves. I was explaining to someone recently that it literally feels like watching someone that you love drowning and you're standing there and not able to do anything. As a creative person also, that kind of doubled for me, because creative people, within our own rights, uh, have our ups and downs. I would say we all have ups and downs, but I think creative people especially have very intense up and downs. And when I have an episode of having an anxiety attack, it's like my whole world is crumbling around me. Like there's literally nothing that I can do to help myself. It's like my breath is going to stop. No matter what it is that I'm trying to say to myself, it's a terrible, terrible, terrible feeling. Anxiety disorder is associated, yes, with some worry and overthinking, I would say. And just having the chemicals in your brain being unbalanced, literally, basically, that's what it is. So I encourage people, including myself, to create a balance in your life, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. Just find a way and try your best to create a balance. I focus a lot and encourage people quite often to be very true to yourself. Whatever it is that you love or like, or whatever you believe in, whatever makes you feel fulfilled and happy and joyful, be that, do that, be true to you. Not true to your church, not true to your pastor, not true to your neighbor, not true to your dog, or whatever it is, whoever it is. Be true to yourself first, because if you're not good for yourself, you can't be good for anyone. So I just want to just emphasize on being true to yourself, a lot. It's very important. uh, and I want to also say, if you notice people around you, like maybe your loved ones, for example, that are struggling or acting strangely, or have withdrawn and become extremely silent and sad, have a heart and be kind and try to find out what's going on and in what way you can help or get help for that person. Sympathize with them, be compassionate, love them, be understanding, because we're all human beings, and today I'm strong and you're weak, and tomorrow you're weak and I'm strong, and vice versa. So we are all here to be here for each other and support each other. That's very important. This is my, I would say, first video talking to you guys, especially my Facebook friends. And I'll be coming with more stuff. I'll be coming with more stuff. The lighting and stuff might not be perfect, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is for us to be able to reach out and touch the lives of people out there who are struggling with things that we have struggled with. It's easier when you're talking to someone that understands what you're going through. And I just want to reach out to that person out there that's struggling with depression or anxiety. I want to say, you're not alone. I understand you're not alone, and there is help. For me personally, instrumental music and meditation helps a lot, a lot, a lot. I could not do it without instrumental music at all. And as I mentioned, meditation is very important. It helps me. So I'll see you again soon, and I want to say I love you all. To all my friends who appreciate me, I want to say that I appreciate you appreciating me. Okay? Peace be unto you. May the Creator bless you. Thank you.